Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my charge to Nigeria and to Nigerians. My topic today is why all Nigerians must fight against corruption. Why all Nigerians must fight against corruption. Well, look at our educational system. If the educational system that we have in Nigeria is that bad, it's not just because Nigerians don't have brain or they don't have mind, it's because of corruption. The money that is due to the universities are being stolen. So it is the corrupt systems that is in Nigeria, both in the government and the private sector, that is what has led to our debased and demised educational system. Because as a result of that, our young people, men and women, are now scattered all over the world looking for admissions and spending billions of parental hard money in the process. So our teachers and professors cannot be properly paid, leading to incessant strikes, boycotts, and closure. Recently, it is the doctors that were striking. So that is as a result of corruption. That is why every Nigerian must fight against corruption. We must all join the fight against corruption. Look at the country. You will see our country littered with abandoned projects. Both large and middle and small scale projects are left uncompleted. You know the reason why? Because the people took the money and disappeared. Or the politicians who are supposed to pay the contractors went and spent the money. So the contractors are not being paid. So there are buildings like airports that have been abandoned. There are highways that are abandoned. There are hospitals that are abandoned. There are stadiums that are abandoned. All these abandoned projects litter the whole country because of corruption. So that's another reason why every Nigerian must join the fight against corruption. Millions of children are dying of malnutrition and lack of food. That is another reason. Can you imagine a country like Nigeria, 15 million children are out of school? Why? Because of corruption. So, and many of them are even dying of malnutrition and lack of food. In a country like Nigeria, where we say we're the giant of Africa, we are blessed with natural resources, and why should people be dying of malnutrition and starvation and lack of food? It's because of corruption. This is why every Nigerian must join the fight against corruption. So many families, even not just kids, even grown-up people, go to bed on empty stomachs. That's another reason why we must all join the fight against corruption. Look at our maternal and child mortality rate. It's one of the highest in the world. Mothers are dying, children are dying because of our substandard medical services. Why? Because there is the money and the budget that is supposed to go to sustain medical hospitals and medical institutions are not being released to them. That is why all Nigerians must join the fight against corruption, and we must begin to speak out and do everything we can. Look at our roads. Our roads are just death trap for a lot of people. Thousands of lives are being lost each year because of the deplorable state of these roads. Why? Because the money that is meant for these roads, for 16 years, roads were not even being built. The money was just being carted away by politicians and contractors. That's why all Nigerians must join the fight against corruption. Investments are kept out of our economy. That is another reason why we must all join the fight against corruption. Even companies that have been in Nigeria before are now walking out and moving to neighboring countries, and the country is not gaining and the economy is not growing. That is why we must all join the fight against corruption. More than half of the population of Nigeria lives in less than $1 a day. That is another reason why we must all join the fight against corruption. Look at the militants that we're having. People are kidnapping other people. Anybody that is well-to-do is being kidnapped. That is another reason why we must join the fight against corruption. Boko Haram, if those people were not poor and it would have been difficult for them to be recruited. Nobody would have been recruiting them like to join Boko Haram. But because there is no food, they go and join Boko Haram. So that's why another reason why we must all join the fight against corruption. The Boko Haram would have been defeated if not because the money that is designated to fight them is being taken by the military personnel. So that is why we must all fight against corruption. kidnapping left, right, and center, oil bunkering. Why are people doing oil bunkering? Because they want to steal. They want to, get money by themselves, for themselves. That is why we must all join this fight against corruption. So there are a lot of reasons why every Nigerian must join the fight against corruption. So I want to use this opportunity to call upon everybody that is watching this program to find a way to join the fight against corruption for the love of God, church, and nation. Peace. Sunday Adelaja here. If you believe in nation-building principles, please like this video, share it with your friends, and let's change our nations together.